Jai Shri Mataji. Please bow down to the Shri Mataji. Raise your Kundalini and take the bandhan. Param Pujya Shri Mataji. Your Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti. Mother, please grant us the permission to do the meditation at your lotus feet and please bless us for question. Now please keep our right hand towards Mother Earth. Our complete attention is on center of left palm. Now please keep our right hand on our lap and left hand towards the sky. Our complete attention is on center of right palm. Now please keep our both hands on our lap. Our complete attention is on central Muladhara chakra. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, please remove all the badhas, all the negativities from my Muladhara chakra. And please awaken Sri Ganesh principle within us. Mother, please awaken Sri Ganesh principle within us. And make me innocent like Sri Ganesha. Mother, please make me innocent like Sri Ganesha. Sri Nirmal Ganesh Sakta. Om Tameva Sakshat Shri Nirmal Ganesh Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namah. Now please keep our right hand on left side of our stomach to look at me. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, please give me pure knowledge about myself. Mother, please give me pure knowledge about myself. Now please keep our right hand on our central Nadi Chakra. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, please awaken Lakshmi principle within us. Mother, please awaken Lakshmi principle within us. Now please keep our right hand on left side of our heart. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, I am only pure spirit. Mother, I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not this spirit. I am only pure spirit. Mother, please come into my heart. Now please keep our right hand on left side of our neck. Mother, I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty. Now please keep our right hand on our forehead. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, I have forgiven everyone, including myself. I have forgiven everyone. Now please keep our right hand on our Sahasrara and slowly rotate our right palm clockwise 7 times and after. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, you are Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini. You are Sakshat Shri Adishakti. Mother, please awaken my Kundalini. Mother, please bless us step by step. Now please keep our both hands on our lap. Our complete attention is on center of both the palms and Sahasrara. We will listen lecture of Shri Mataji. Please try to concentrate on each and every word of Shri Mataji. It is very important.
Whatever they do is the punya. They don't have to collect punyas either. If they kill somebody, it is dharma. If they hit somebody, it is the dharma. Nothing they do wrong. They are absolutely immaculate. If they deceive someone, they cheat someone, it's perfectly alright. Because for a higher goal, you have to give up this smaller goals. It's justified in our day-to-day life, you see, that when you are defending your country, there's an enemy on you. If you have to defend your country, you can slay him. You can cheat him. Diplomatically, you can befool him. It's allowed. Why? Because for a higher goal, you have to give up the smaller. But for an incarnation, it is always the higher goal. He's not bothered about smaller goals at all. He doesn't have to wait, think, rationalize, or to train himself or do some drama or anything. It's all done. Even the movement, every movement of an incarnation has a ripple in it, which is for the good. There's nothing, not even a moment is such which is not for the good of the world. So the incarnation is a very different thing that is not to be achieved, that has to be. Now, for example, the incarnation is the bhokta, is the enjoyer. He's the enjoyer of it. Many people say have created. Now we have a carpet here from Turkey. These carpets were created by Turkish peoples some time back for an incarnation to see. So the Rutambara Pragya will bring it round in such a way that at least I see it or I have it. So that their souls will be blessed. So that they feel nice. Like Michelangelo has made that not for popes, I can tell it. And not for all the rubbish people who go there. Neither Blake did all that work for the useless people who want to go and see nude artists. It was all done for the incarnation to see. That's the way they are blessed the most. Because they are beyond Nothing touches them. Nothing is important. But it's not rational or anything that they have trained themselves, but it is automatically there. Like Shri Krishna had to marry 16,000 women. Can you imagine? In those days of monogamy, he would be prosecuted 100 times. The reason was he has 16,000 powers. And he was to be born with those 16,000 powers on this earth. And five elements became his queens. He had to do some justification to have them around. And as I have now Sahajogis whom I have given realization. So automatically I'm your mother is established. But for him there was no way out but to marry his 16,000 powers. And so he married. But he was never married. He was a bachelor out and out all his life. Because he's Yogeshwara and he's a brahmachari. Who can marry him? So for them, all these worldly things are just a drama, has no meaning at all. It's just a drama. A person who is not an incarnation should not try to be. That's not the right of a human being. Like a policeman standing on the road, if he puts his hands right, left, we follow it. But you are some madman to go and stand there, he'll be arrested. So for normal people, even you are a guru, you shouldn't allow them to touch your feet. Only an incarnation's feet must be touched. And nobody else's feet must be touched. Of course, in Samayachar, like as we have in India the custom to touch the feet of the father, but because the father is a representative of the father in you, that's what the mother. But that's symbolic. But in reality, you are not to surrender yourself to anybody else but to an incarnation. Also, if there's a teacher in your any art or in any way, your master, you must touch his feet. Even to take his name, you have to pull your ears. But nobody who is a human being should make touch your feet, especially the Sahajayogi should not. Nobody should ask anyone to touch your feet. As an elder, you may. That's a different point, but not as a guru. It's a very dangerous thing. Once you start it, you know what it happens with so many. They are just gone out of such. So to develop the guru principle within you, first of all, you must develop yourself fully. Now, how to develop yourself for guru principle? One must see. We have got the 10 principles within you, as I told you before. And we should develop these all 10 principles in such a way that we stand out from others. Yesterday, as I told you, that when we do Dhyan, Dharana, and Samadhi and achieve the blessings of the Rutambhara Pragya, then put that whole thing onto different areas as called as Desh or Bhumi. How you spend them is the point, is through mantras. Cleanse it through mantras. Cleanse it through your attention. Every day you must know which chakra to be cleared up. You must know about yourself, where is the problem, how it is to be cleansed, how we have to clear it out. Do not take it for granted. Many people who have got, say, left-sided problem, you will just bring them lemon and chilies and think our mother has done the job. I can only do the job temporarily. But if there's a vacuum, again you'll suck in. See, vacuums within you feel hungry again to have some more. So, to take out that vacuum is your job, and for that, you have to religiously get after all your defects. That's the most important thing for all of you. And try to put full attention to all these different deshas. It's the nations they are called as. And once you have cleared it, it is enlightened, it is full of light, then you call it Pradesh. Means the desha has been enlightened. Once that has achieved, then you have reached a point you can become a guru. But still you are not a Sadguru. To become the Sadguru, you must achieve the state of Atita. The Atita state is such that a person who is not a good man will tremble before him. A man who is a liar, who has cheated others, will lose his tongue. A man who has adulterous eyes, who is a man without no control, without any control over his mind as far as the women are concerned or men are concerned, such a person will have shaking in his eyes. Some of them will shake. Those who have been possessed will be shaking them. They will be all exposed before the light of a Sadguru. When you achieve that, you don't have to fight them. They will themselves be exposed, and you don't have to do anything about it. One day I was told that there's a servant, lady servant, who is a very possessed person in the family. So I said, get rid of her. I went to the airport. On my way, I stopped at that house. And the maid servant just walked in, you see. And there was a big gutter flowing. I mean, not a gutter, but an open sort of a thing. And she saw me and she fell in that. I said, oh God. So I told the driver to take the car a little ahead. And she fell in. It happens. I was traveling by plane one day, and a gentleman in front started just jumping. So Sahajayoga asked, are you from TM? He said, how do you know? He said, we know. So I sat back. It may be they may all have, a day may come when they might start jumping like that. Or a pilot might start jumping. It's a big problem for me. Even the lights. You enter into any church and suddenly you find all the lights going up like this. Even in big banquets, I find when I'm sitting there, and suddenly everybody comes and sit down, and all their booths come round, they start jumping, and the people start looking, what's happening? Is there fire on? So many things can happen like that. There was a gentleman very much possessed in a war, and we were going to a ship, and there was a little platform on which we had to first jump, and the platform started going like this, like that, and the fellow didn't know what to do with it. He didn't understand why it was doing so. So when you reach that state, you don't have to argue or do anything. Even if you lift your eye, it happens that the person gets into problems. Or there could be some ego-oriented people, they'll melt down. First, you have to do the drama of a guru. Dress up in a way which is simple. You have to behave in a way which is very gentle, because you have to attract them. Come along, come along, come along. That's advertising department. And once it is done, that drama is done. It can be exposed very soon. They'll find you out that you're no good. You are just a dramatist. Once that drama has been done, then very cleverly you can bring out your real self before. So first you don't show them that you are a real hard taskmaster. Never. First use all your sweet qualities. The more they are difficult, the more I am gentle with them. Then they come inside. Then you put to the mill and you can cure them. First prepare. First of all, sometimes they are so frightened. They are so nervous. They are so upset. Sometimes too much of ego. So be gentle. Gradually they strengthen themselves also in your company. And then, even if you hit them, they are all right. That's how it has to be done very cleverly. And if you see the way I manage my Gurudam, you can also. But the key to Guru is patience, a complete patience and complete dependence on God Almighty. That's the key. Complete patience. First you tell them that this should be such, but they will not accept. They'll argue. How, why, this, that. All right, go ahead. Then they'll come back with a black eye. Or they may come back with a punched nose. Then you said, all right, I'll soothe it down. You soothe it down. And then tell them. So is the wisdom, the discretion of Yogeshwara you should have. How to deal with people is very important. Why I say Yogeshwara? Because at the Guru stage, you have to give it on a collective level. Individual level finishes and you jump into collective once you start becoming a Guru. So all these methods, which I explained the other day to Modi, you can understand that the 10 of your problems at the void, once solved, you solve the 16 problems of the vision. And once 16 problems are crossed, you come to Agya. And at the Agya Chakra, there's such a tremendous sacrifice without feeling the sacrifice. Is a waiting. And one has to see what you can sacrifice in that Atita state, because you don't sacrifice anything. Everything is already sacrificed. What is there to sacrifice? And such a state should be achieved by realizing that you are realized souls, you are not ordinary people. And you cannot have ordinary, mundane types of rules and regulations. Like Yama Niyama. The Niyamas are for yourself, Yamas for others. Nothing. There should be absolute truth with it. So much so that you should manifest them. And all these truths have powers. But every truth that is within you established, you don't have to do anything, they work out themselves. So first of all, you must get your chakras all right. On the chakras, you must put your attention. After the samadhi state, you will start opening them out properly. Clear them out. Know what are the chakras that are bad. I've seen people who have very bad few chakras and many good chakras, but they will be only enjoying the good chakras and will not worry about the bad ones. Pay attention to your bad chakras. Cleanse them, cleanse them. Put all your attention to that. Put the attention of the God. of the deity whom you worship. And you get the complete manifestation of their power within yourself. So clear all the chakras, all the pradeshas to be established, and after the establishment of the pradeshas, you have to establish the rapport with others on the collective level. Then a state where you become a complete spirit at Agya. It's a easiest in Sahaja Yoga, and I have told you the reason because you are such fortunate. The easiest of easiest is Sahaja Yoga. The essence of Sahaja Yoga, that is the easiest thing to do. And that is why you should take full advantage of that easiest method made easy. Absolutely fine. This is the blessing of Guru Puja for you. That you all should become gurus by next year. Just you have to dedicate and say today in your heart to promise me, in your heart that Mother, not we'll try but we will be. And thrice you should say we will be, we will be.
Now please open your eyes, bow down to the Shri Mataji and take the bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji.